right. Hold up one sec. I forgot to do one little thing, but yeah, welcome back everybody to the Story of Awesomeness. I must say though, I'm quite happy to announce that I'm back fully in full swing with these things. I just forgot one little thing, that is actually making sure that the YouTube chat is actually on, because you never know. So yeah, alrighty then. So, one of the things that I'm going to be doing today is, as you can see, I have two whole pillars. They are not fully correct. There are some issues with them. Gotta be fixing that, and then after that, we will definitely move on towards making the symbols on them, and then hopefully also start with the coloring of it. Alrighty then. No further ado, let's get started. So today I actually finished the, well, technically today I actually had some good dinner. That's one of the things that I actually wanted to tell you first. And after that, point A is that I actually started drawing these things, and yeah, there are some issues with them, but they did. It's all fine. It's all fine. It's easily fixed. One of the main issues that I had with this was that you can see this part right here. So we're gonna be fixing that up, and then after that, we're gonna be doing just fine. So this thing right here is a little bit funky. So we need to move it downwards like this. This way it actually is correctly placed. But then you also can see that there are some issues with the whole damn thing, so yeah. So first things first we need to do is actually making sure that this is actually correct. So like this, I believe. Yeah. Oh boy, I actually did not do it on the right way. Alright, well, I'm gonna be doing it anyway like that. So now that it actually is correctly placed, yes it is, and the other one is also not fully correct. And then after this we are going to be redrawing this, and then hopefully that will fix lots of issues that I have with it. Probably it will. Come on. Like that. Then deselect. Alright, now let's see if we can do this. So first things first, need to make sure that this is on low scaling, and then we can zoom out and then see where we're going to be aiming for this. So yeah, now it should be fine. So yeah. I mean, today was actually quite hot, but the main issues that I had with it was that sweaty hands. You get it quite quickly. So I'm glad I actually preemptively always move it to 7 o'clock, because then actually the most of the heat of the whole day is actually gone. Oh well, you know, that's what you learn when you're trying to do stuff. You learn how to make sure that you don't screw it up that much. Alright. So let's get this now on the move. And yeah, a lot of things that I have been doing today were all in benefit of the drawing. Also, I had to actually work on the metal actually again. The owner of it was asking me if I could do some reworking on it, so that they can actually use it to show to publisher what they mean. So I had to do a little bit more lighting effect on it, and I had to remove some letters of it. I had to remove the date because they actually wanted to move the date to the necklace part of the medal. Let me double check here. Alright, hold up. So if I want to have this like that, then this should be the one thing, right? Now it's actually correct, right? Yeah, it is. Alright. It's a very sneaky thing to do, actually. All these little nooks and crannies that I always need to be concerned about. That they don't screw myself over. Alright. There you go. Now we actually need to make sure that we have this one up and running. Alright, now let's see. Since that we have this done, now we need to actually get this one properly done. Alright, let's see. Now that should work. Let me double check. It's not the right way to do it. Let me see if I can get everything. Yeah. So if we add lines, because that's the thing that I need to do. So if I want to draw a line, I should definitely add the line like this. And I move this one as well to that one. To that position. But then again, the main issue is this part right here. The last one is that one is very hard to do. Alright, so we cannot use that one. So what about this? That would work. Good. So we added now this, and now we need to actually add like this to it as well. Or do I want to do that later on? We're gonna do it later on. First, we're gonna be making sure that we have the base design done. Probably. The base design done in the right direction. Getting these things correctly done is the main issue most of the time, anyway. All right, got that up and running properly. Sweet. All right. Get that bit done. Sweet. Now this should work. Hopefully. Now the question is, there you go. This should now work properly. So now we have this pillar right here. We have the first pillar done on, well, the top part, and now we actually need to get the bottom part as well done. So this top part, so not the bottom, I mean the top one. And hopefully after that, we can then, move on to getting everything up and running properly. So first things first, we're gonna be drawing the top part, and then after that, we're actually gonna implement the how do you say that? The lines? Ah, well, the detail in the slabs themselves. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna do one pillar at a time. Well, of course, keeping the other pillar at base detail so that it actually will work properly. All right. No, really. Like that. This should work fine. Get this one. All right, now we actually have this one done, and now we can actually add the pillar part where we need to be. So this bit right now, I'm gonna add that. Then add this one. And then add the last bit. This actually will give us more of a feeling towards what we need to do. And now, since we have this, we can now move towards this system, and then hopefully that will work out well. Alright, now we have actually done most of it, if I'm correct. Yes, we have everything done that needs to be done. Now we need to actually add in the lines for the slabs, and then after that, we can start with all of the detail work on these things. And then once this one is done, we can repeat to the next one. So that's the sweet part about it. There you go. I'm zooming out to make sure that I don't miss any details that have been lost, or I also need to do this so that I see if I draw straight lines, because it's a thing that is very hard to do. And I totally did not slip my hand there. I totally did not slip it up. My pencil did not fall out of my hand. Oh well, it happens sometimes. When you try to concentrate and you'll be like, yes, concentration. I forgot about the whole damn thing. Alright. Oh, this is on a different layer. Alright, good. Now we need to actually add this into a group so that we actually have the pillar and we don't have this one. Good thing about this is that I can now still work on this one. So now we need to get this one up and running. Keeping a steady hand is very important. If you want to keep a steady hand, try to, use it like a pencil. When you're holding a pencil, you have your you have your middle finger on the top side of the pen, and then your thumb on the left side, and then the what is it called? Not ring finger. Is it ring finger? No, the other one, the fourth one. If you keep that one steady and use that as the one that actually supports all of it, supports the grip, you get actually quite decent strokes, honestly. All right, let's get on with it now. So what is this all gonna be about? Well, we're gonna be making sure that we have everything we're gonna have everything detailedly drawn out. There you go. Lots of detail. There you go. Easy. And the more we got this, the better it gets. Of course, we're gonna compare this to, for instance, this drawing right here. You can see like, yes, how does this look like? All right, so the midsection is gonna be the thing. So this section is gonna be the supported factor of it. All right, and there you go. Of course, I want to have some variation in it, so that's why I'm actually doing it like that. Then we're going to be looking at it again, see what this is. So it's the big one, then it's going to be the small one. All right. There you go. Now we have that one done, and now we can see what the rest is. The rest is normal. All right, good. So now we actually have this one. So note, by the way, that this pillar is actually different than the other ones, because this one is actually on the bottom side, and it is the opening side, so I don't like, yeah, that would be a good idea. Now let's add in the strokes for the ridge line, and then we can start with the symbols. All right. Now we can start with the symbols. So let's start with the top part and then move onwards. So the idea with symbols is that you need to work like this. You draw a square and then you figure out like what you want to draw on the square. So for instance, right now I want this one. That's one. Then we're going to draw one more. Doesn't have to be always the same environment, but you can always try something new with it. Oh. There you go. Then this one. Nice. This one is gonna be like that. Cool. Now another one. Let's see. All right, and then this one. And then right over there. Sweet. All right, now we have actually one thing done, and now you can see that, by the way, if you look at this. It already takes a good, it already feels like that drawing that, you know, is on the left side. So it already feels like it's inside of the picture that you need to have. So by adding these details, it already feels like the whole drawing is already coming alive in the background as well. And this is what I mean with the drawing itself. If you have this detail work already implemented in your drawing, you need to continuously using that pattern again, so that the eye actually follows the lines towards the end and doesn't get bored. Also, it also prevents the eye from guessing, because right now you can already clearly see that it represents another pillar, which is quite cool. And it actually makes it also look pretty. So yeah. So now we're gonna go here and we're gonna be drawing again. Let's see, we're gonna go for this budge. Let's go for a square with a little dot on the side and then a dot on the middle there. Cool. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, Jesus. There you go. Now we have this, so now we need to make another variation. So now we're gonna go for this one, and then again this one. Note by the way that the middle section is actually a little bit more sharper than the other ones. It's because I have more space to draw in, so I'm not actually limited on how to draw it. It also prevents me from reusing the same image anyway. All right. So this one. So what do I want now? Let's go for one cross into an oval. Yeah, there you go. Then we're gonna go here. Make this lovely looking. Now we can add actually another opal here, and then one dot right there. And you can see that yes, because of all the variation, it actually gives it a nice looking feeling towards it. Ooh, now I can do 2 close jacks. Nice. And now we can actually do something interesting. So we can go for this with then a bit right there, a half moon right there, and then a jacket line like this with another jacket line here. Do I then also want something there? Yeah, sure, why not? Amazing. And now we can actually have something also over here, because it's a little bit more bigger than the one before. Of course, we need to make sure that we follow the lines that we drew before, the big lines. This way, it actually shapes the pillar in such a way that actually is quite nice to look at. What do I want now? I actually want to go for like a pie construct. So pie with then a little eye on the middle and then a circle there. Yeah. And then we can go for a little bit of a square right there. Yes, awesome. We created pie. Alright, next one. We're gonna go over here, draw again, this way. So it's a very basic, oh, hold up, I cannot repeat the same thing twice. Well, you can repeat it, but it's not advisable. You can better go for something like this and then, change it up a bit so it doesn't, get the same feeling towards it. What do we want here? Well, let's go for this. That's actually quite good. Yeah, that's a good one. Alright, so now we actually have used multiple times the stab and the uppercut and that one. So now we're going to go for a little bit of more variation. So we're going to go for a side jack in the sideways. This way it also gives a little bit of a unique feeling towards it. So once I have this, I can add this towards it, then this towards it, then this towards it, and then have another circle right there. And you have already another one that you can go for. Now, let's see. We have upper, down, upper, down. Let's go for another up like this now. And then a second one, dual jacked. And let's see. I like this one. I like to go for this one for once. So pyramid towards the top with then two embracing on it. Let's see. These ones are, by the way, the hardest ones to do. The side ones are actually more harder than the middle ones because the middle ones don't rely too much on the feeling that it actually works, because the midsection is always like, you know, when you have a square, you can always see that it's a square, but because you need to squeeze it to the side and squeeze it to the side, it's a very hard one to do because this is more difficult to realize, and I want to make sure that I have that feeling because that way I actually draw a square. I draw actually more of a. It gives more shape towards it, to spatial shaping. So that's why. So I always, when I draw the letters or whatever it is, the symbols, I need to make sure that it feels like it is actually going a little bit to the side. Man, my hands are dirty. I did not notice that cutting onions would be that detrimental. Oh well, and it was a very fresh red onion, I guess. By the way, fresh red onions are actually not red, they're actually purple. Which I came to the realization that it's why it's then called red. It's quite funny. But yeah, as you can see, the more stuff you can create in the midsection, it's also very important that you keep on with the variety of how you can draw them, where to go for it, and the bigger the space, the more easier it is, and the more important it is, because that way you don't spot the same pattern twice, which is important in these things because you don't want to have your eyes getting bored about them. You want to be feeling like it is a pillar that has something written on it. Alright, so now let's do a zoom out, and you can see that yes, it does already feel like, you know, the same pillar right there is the same pillar right here. It already feels like, you know, it's drawn in the back. It's much tinier. It has the same feeling towards it, but it's more tinier. And that's because, you know, you want to have that space towards it. Whoa, Jesus. Hi. Ugh. Sorry. Head was a little bit bumpy on that one. Jeez. I have done a lot today, so that is indeed a thing that happened. One of the things was actually creating the basic design for the pillars so that we would not be stuck on, you know, watching me drawing the pillars all the time. Because it's quite easy to do. In most cases, when you draw the pillar, you need to just draw it multiple times, and then eventually you get the right shape. And because I already drew the shape already a little bit in the sketch, and then, you know, now I perfected it, it actually is quite a nice little thing to look at. Alright, so now we're gonna go for this one, we're gonna go for a jagged one, and we're gonna go for a jagged one on the other side as well. And yeah, the more slabs you draw, the better it gets. The more slabs you create, the more it comes alive. Let's put it that way. Which is the cool thing about this, actually. I do like a pillar where, you know, you just draw and then suddenly, you know, you have the pillar alive. And once I add the colors towards it, oh, then it's gonna be looking like a pretty. Because with the main color, when you add in the colors from the same thing, it actually looks the same as the original one. So it looks the same as the one that we already have been drawing. And once I add like this, for instance, right here, then this one right there. Oh, that's a little bit too big. There you go. So as you can see, there are two here. There is one there, and I believe this one actually is not the same, right? No, it's not. It actually has it has a different feeling towards it, but it is the same effect. So I want to do that as well. So we're gonna be removing this one, and because I did it on. Oh wait, I did not do that on a different layer. I only did a different layer on the main baselines, and this is not the main baseline. Oops. Well, because this one doesn't have that feeling towards it, I actually want to go for this one. Yeah. All right. Good enough. This time I won't be able to do it, right? This time, yeah, those lines are solid. Good. So let's see. What do I want to write here? Well, let's go for something like this. Nice. All right. Then we're gonna go for a basic one. We can also go for a basic one with the lines, but eh. That one is good. Let's see. So I want this to be there. Then this one to be there. With one bit right there. Yes. Good. Oh, making sure that I save so that if I screw this up, I actually don't go back to the Stone Age. That would be a horrible sign. Come on, save it. Yeah, you're done? No? Alright. One more time, just to double check. Alright, it has been saved. Sweet. Alright, let's continue. So yeah, all of this work, it might be very hard to do because it actually does. It does. Oh, hello, you're Chanel. Nice to meet you as well. Hi. So yeah, nice you can join me on this one. So yeah, this is for the visual novel that I've been talking about. It is it's the second scene. It's the balcony scene. Once I have this one done, I will show a little bit of what how it actually is gonna be looking like, so that yeah, now you have a good idea with it. It's very easy to understand that when you work on something like this, you always need to make sure that you cut every single biz that you do. So every single thing that you want to do, cut it in multiple things so that once you come back, you know exactly what you're gonna be doing, and it also makes the process of working on it a lot more easier. I have been talking to indie devs with this, like, how do I approach this? And it's like, you need to do baby steps. And I'm like, all right, so don't get lost into busy work. Yep. And busy work is not fun. Allow me to tell you that. I do not like busy work. I like to be working on my drawing skills, but I also like to be, being able to do whatever I wanted to do in the first place, which is relaxing. And drawing makes me relax. It's just that, because I'm using small details, I won't be able to do this for quite a long. I won't be able to do this for longer than at least 2 hours, probably max, because I already feel it on my pulse, being like, yes, yes. I have been using small actions, so it it's a nasty little bugger, but it's a good bugger. Don't get me wrong there. I do like myself able to do whatever I wanted to do in the first place. All right. Nice. And then this one. Cool. And then we're gonna go to here. Oh, hold up. I need to double check here. Nope, nothing drawn there. Good. Right, and then this one is gonna be like that, right? Yeah. Sweet. Now we're gonna go for here. Nice. So only what? 2 to go? Yeah, only 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to go, and then it should be fine. Alright. Sorry if this requires a lot of concentration because I'm actually wanted to do this right. That's the main problem with this thing. It's like, yeah, it does require a lot of concentration on these things. But yeah, as I said before, it's a very difficult thing to do, all of this. But, you know, a steady hand works wonders, especially on these things. A steady hand. As you can see, I'm not very good at coloring them in all the time properly, as you can see here, but it won't be shown in later down the line because, as you can see, it's a little bit. I told you I cleaned it all up. I didn't. Oops, my bad. And you know, we're gonna be fixing that later on. Maybe after this, maybe after coloring this, I will fix that part and then move on. Whoa, 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 whoa! Not that fast. Come on, do it correctly. Thank you. And then this one is gonna be the last one. All right. All right. Cool. As you can see, that looks like a pretty thing to me. All right. Now, since we have done this on this one, we can just, you know, move it around freely. Let me go to here. Let me see where I put that stupid sign. This one. All right, good. Nope. So this is the one. All right. Then we're gonna go over here, and then we're gonna look for the lines. Lines. No. No. Yes. All right. Let's remove the things that I saw that were mistaking, which is the big giant blurs right here. They don't need to be existing. I believe this is the only part left, right? Yeah, probably. It happens sometimes, you know, it happens. Not cleaning after your homework is a big no-no sometimes. All right, let me see if there is anything left. Then I don't have to repeat myself here after all. Well, there are some stuff here. All right. But not much of a big deal, looks like it. Sweet. Oh, did I spot that one? Yeah, I spotted that one. Good. Alrighty then. Let's continue back to where I was, which was here. And save. All right. It's saved and sound. So as you can see, this was the drawing before, and this is the drawing now. You can already see that it is actually quite a good reference of where I want to do with this thing. So if we now, let me export this to balcony scene PDF, so we can actually implement that into the drawing. So balcony scene V1, because I know that the game actually has problems with. I know that the game actually has problems with the numbering of the same thing. Yeah. Save it like that. Save it like it's supposed to be. Don't worry about it. All right, it's saved. So we have saved it now. Normally we have saved it like originally, and then after this, I will show you what I mean. So now, since that we have done, the pillar, I will have some spare time to show you around with the other thing. So this is gonna be the next thing. Visual novel. Come on, no software, please, and then go for Terranobola Visual Novel Studios. Sweet. All right. Now I need to wait because that's how it happens. Come on. Come on. There you go. Now we need to wait for it to fully load because this thing is a little bit sometimes on the buggy end. Alright, Story of Awesomeness, there you go. And now we need to add in the next scene. So, he walks towards the room, lights up in minutes. So now we need to actually have here, we need to actually have a next scene. So we need to have a new background. So change the background because this is a background that is shown. Image, background, PNG file, and then we're gonna go for a next background. So we're gonna change this background towards. Let's see, where is it then? Here, right? Yes. So peaceful, starts with satisfying, not really use one. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be here. So change the background again. So we're gonna put the new background in here. We're gonna say, of course, it's gonna be choosing a file. Oh no, not file. So we're gonna go for throne room, and then we're gonna go for the new image, the balcony scene, and we're gonna select it. All right. So now we actually have a different scene, and if you load it up, load it up into the background, and we can see that this is how it works. So this is the beautiful game. It's not fully finished or anything else, but hey, it's getting there. So this is the first image that I had with the throne room and all that stuff. Certifiable wizard. The wizard is talking to the petrified stone boy and be like, haha, sucks to be you, mate. You got stoned. Oh, baby. I won this. All right. So now we change it to this one, to the balcony scene, and you can see immediately what happens. So yeah, it already feels like the balcony scene. It already feels like how it's supposed to be looking like, and the transition of it is of course a little bit rusty. But hey, allow me to show you what I mean here. So apparently there is also a background here. So there's an image right here, and then there's supposed to be another image background reveal. There you go. So this one needs to be actually above the reveal, and this one actually needs to go away. So now we actually have this one. So now it's supposed to be, no, it's supposed to be going well, if I'm correct. So let's see if it works. I'm gonna switch it around again, and then you can see how this all space out. So bloody blue. Haha, take that, you punk. I won fair and square this time. Yes. And there you go. So yeah, it does look pretty. It already looks pretty. The detail on the slab right there, it feels like it's supposed to be there. So that's already good. Once I add this one as well in there, we actually have two pillars, and then we only need to light them up. So what I'm gonna be doing now, aiming for, is gonna be coloring this up So tomorrow this will probably already be colored, and then we're gonna be moving upwards towards this side right here, where the with the zoo, yeah, the zoo, right? That's the word for it. Where the balcony reaches the endpoint. So we want to actually make this we want to make sure that the upper floor is visible a bit. So we want to actually have like a big arc. There you go, arc. That's the word. So we want this arc to be shown. So on both sides, we're going to be adding that in. And then after that, we just implement the windows, add in the colors, and then of course we're gonna make one drawing. Then we're gonna be of course making the wizard as well. But I'm gonna make the wizard once in one. I'm gonna make the wizard, and then I'm gonna save the image with the wizard. I'm gonna be making the image without the wizard. This is because I actually wanted to, show the drawing without him and with him, and then of course add the shading with that as well in there. All right. I think that's it for today. I hope you'll have enjoyed this lovely little drawing part. And yeah, I must say we got pretty far. We got this whole how do you say that, pillar done? Yeah, there you go. And tomorrow it will probably be that I'm already finishing this one as well. Of course, this one also has the same problems as the original one. I'm gonna be probably fixing that by implement, of course, a little bit of a wizardry with fixing this bit right here, fixing that bit here, and then of course fixing up the lines that have been drawn so that it is actually a very nice and steady pillar without any problems whatsoever. All right, that's it for today. I hope you'll have enjoyed, and thanks all for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Until then, I want to wish you a lovely day, and bye!